Okay guys, so this is going to be our parent function for this little short lesson here, and then I believe the rest of our lesson today we can do it with Google Hangouts video sharing. I'll screen share. I hope that works out okay. Alright, so what do you think this equation is, this function is, that we have drawn here? 0, comma 1, we got that point. Next point is when x is 1, y is 3. Next point on the graph, when x is 2, y is 9. So it's changing by, it's not changing by a constant rate at all. When x is 3, when x is negative 1, y is, or f of x is 1/3. Then 1/9, then 1/27. Okay, look at these. What do you think this is? Everybody got a good guess at what the equation of this function is? The equation of this function would be y equals 3 to the x power, right? Okay, I made some other videos on this. Okay, so I got some tracing paper here. So I've got y equals 3 to the x graphed. Now we're going to move that around a little. What would move this up? What would move this graph up? Say up, I don't know, 4 units. What would move it up 4 units? Well, I would add 4 to each of my function values, my y values. And how would I do that? Y equals 3 to the x. Well, if I just add 4 on top of that, then every answer I get, once I put in my x, the outcome over here would be 4 greater than each one of these. So I'd have 0, 5, 1, 8, 2, 13, 3, 31, right? Negative 1, 4 and 1/3, okay? So that's how we would move it up. So to shift up, or down, but I'd have y equals 3 to the x plus 4. That would shift it up 4 units. Okay, if I want to shift it down, I would subtract, right? Okay, there's up and down. Let's think about moving it left and right. Well, to move it left and right, what do I want to change? I want to change the x or the y. This is a little trickier to think about, but if I want to move it to the right, say, what I in effect will be doing is I'm changing right around the x, right? So if I subtract from the x, say I take, when I put in the 3 up here, if I subtracted 3 from that x right away and got it back to 0, then my y would be at 1. And it's a little more confusing, but what happens if I want to move it to the right 4 units? Shift right 4 units. Okay. Then I'm going to have y equals 3 to the x minus 4. We'll move it right 4 units. Okay. If I want to move left 4 units, it'd be plus 4. So that's all that would happen. I'd have this, and we'll have to do it on my math lab. That way, if anybody's confused about how to use my math lab to move it back and forth, it's easier on there than it is even with tracing paper. Okay, let's talk about reflection. I really like the reflection part of it. So if I have y equals 3x and I want to flip it, reflect it over the x-axis, boom, I'm reflecting every y coordinate. So the x coordinates stay the same, and I want, instead of 0, 1, I want 0, negative 1, right? And instead of 1, 3, I want 1, negative 3, right? What is that equation? Well, I want the entire, once again, I want to change all the y's that are into negative, right? So that's to flip. I'm just going to say flipped. Reflect. Let's use the word reflect. Reflect over the x-axis. I change everything, every part of the function negative. So I have y equals negative sign out here, 3x. And that will affect that flip over the x-axis, okay? So then y equals minus 3 to the x power would look like that. And you can rerun all these table of values if you want to. Okay, how are we going to flip it over this axis? Well, there's kind of two ways to do that, but let's talk about using a negative sign. Well, you got it right now. So I'm going to take every x value and change the sign. How will I change every x value sign? Well, let's put a negative sign up there. So this will flip it, reflect over the y-axis. Sorry about all these flies, I'm outside. Reflect over the y-axis, I have y equals 3 to the negative x power. Okay, and that will make every x-coordinate flip, and I get the same y for the opposite sign of the x. Okay? Alright, hope that helps, guys, and I'll see you in class. And I won't make any more videos, and we'll work together using screen sharing.